For the last few days, I've been playing Altered TCG on Board Game Arena whenever I have a little spare time. Since the first impression, the game continues to grow on me. The game has reached its final Kickstarter campaign stretch goal, and the announcement make this game to be genuine Phygital game. I'm now all in for this game, and like to share my excitement what this brings to world of TCG. Let's get started. First, let's take a look at what has been announced or changed since my original first impression video about a week ago. The game was already the second most funded TCG last week, but now it's the most funded TCG in Kickstarter history, and the number continues to be rising. What's impressive here is not just dollar funded, but their backer number is also quite impressive. At the time of this recording, the game has reached over 10,000 backers. To put this into the perspective, the second most funded TCG, Sorcery, has about 6,500 backers. The fourth, Illustrals TCG, had a little over 7,500 backers, and the fifth, Grand Archives, little over 1,500. And those wondering about third most funded TCG on Kickstarter, it's Hex TCG. I personally backed the game myself a long time ago. This was a purely digital card game and there was no physical card. So despite it had even larger number of backers, I think this is not a fair comparison. Especially Altered has not announced its official digital platform support until very recently. One of the stretch goals added 1 in 200 chance of winning Golden Booster Pack. On outside, the pack looks like just regular pack. However, inside, you can find 10 unique cards and 4 unique foilers. Since the rate of unique card in Kickstarter packs are 1 in 7 boosters, this single pack is analogous to having 70 pack worth value. Now, the biggest news for me personally is the Equinox official commitment statement regarding to digital play platform support. Originally only planned for sample testing play during Kickstarter campaign, Board Game Arena is now official digital platform, including linking to our own digital asset. This announcement makes the game genuine Phygital trading card game. I believe this opens up a whole new audience. Connecting physical and digital card game platforms are not unique to Altered. Let's take a look at some other games, how they have done it in the past. For example, Magic the Gathering Online redemption system, where if you complete a full set of cards in digital library, you can request physical card redemption in sealed box. Upon doing this, however, you will lose your digital library copies. They also have no system to convert physical card into digital, so this is one-time unidirectional link. It is far from real integration. In Pokemon TCG, when you open a booster pack, you get a QR code, which lets you claim online platform's booster pack. The content will be different from physical pack, so this is one directional loose link. Since I have never done this myself, if this is incorrect information, please let me know in the comment section below. Eye of Judgment is my origin of TCG addiction. The game was made by Sony. In this game, physical cards' special barcode was scanned by PlayStation 3 camera while playing the game. The game supported online play against other players from anywhere in the world. Though the game was totally playable physically, the game was completely designed to be played digitally, so there was never physical organized play event. This was indeed the best so-called Phygital TCG that I knew. Sadly, the game was discontinued after the third set, and eventually online server got shut down. The rule was a bit too simplistic to go beyond multiple set perhaps. Also, they used proprietary scan code, but not strong enough to prevent proxy, so this might have negatively impacted their sales. In contrast, Altered is a genuine physical digital TCG. You can start collection by opening physical packs. Scan QR codes on those cards, which will link to the exact same card in our digital asset library. If digital is your primary thing, you can start purchasing or trading digital cards from official marketplace. If you then want to play physical game, you can use print-on-demand service to print as many copies of physical cards as you wish from the Carta Mundi. Your digital asset is the original in this game, but it is one-to-one matched with physical card collection, independent of which direction you started out with. This is a true bidirectional digital and physical collection integration, which is something I have never seen before. What's so great and innovative about this Phygital TCG? From physical player perspective, this digital platform support does not change anything. We can still go to local game shop and play. If you have no intention to play anything digital, that should have no impact. As far as I know, there is no announcement about digital-only exclusive, which I believe company most likely won't ever do. If you are opposite extreme and full digital player, this is a brand new digital TCG for you. I find the game deceptively simple, yet really tactical. You can use official app market similar to other digital TCGs to get digital asset and just don't use print on demand. You might have saved a few trees. Personally, I'm in between. I like physical card collection and like to play with family using physical card every once in a while. For local game shop, I might go for a pre-release for some special event, but I can't go for every weekend due to my time commitment, and sadly, I feel a bit too old to fit into my local game shop group. So digital play is my primary preference. No drive, strict block of hours commitment over the weekend. All I need is 30 minutes of spare time and internet. This works so well for someone who has kids. From the collector's perspective, as mentioned in the previous video, print on demand is awesome for physical card collector. We don't have to worry about damaging physical cards, getting everything graded. Now, additionally, with official digital play support, the digital asset gains more utility. What you own digitally is what you use to play digitally, so digital collection now feels the real collection. I can show off my alternate art promo when playing digitally now. In this age of everyone having a lot on their plates, digital games convenience is just unbeatable. TCG games as a genre is still a niche, and when it comes to new IP, it's even more so. So official digital platform support will increase overall player base for Altered significantly. This can be inferred from some of the basic stats. For example, Board Game Arena Altered TCG has over 14,000 members registered despite being such an early state. From the Kickstarter statistics, the day of announcement was the third most funded day since the first 2 days, and fourth most new backer day since the first 3 days. More player base means more people to share your excitement, more people to play the game with, and more likely to have longer game survival. Nothing in the world comes for free. There is always some cost or risk associated with it. So what are some potential concerns for Altered becoming a genuine phygital TCG when compared to physical-only TCG? As a general player, the first thing we should think is how will this impact the game's overall economy? Since none of us have any card at this point, there is no gain or loss. It's simply long-term game's economy. It's relatively obvious physical cards in this game won't have much financial value due to the game's innovative approach of print-on-demand service. Otherwise, people will just start printing cards until the market gets saturated. So the financial value has always been on the digital asset. How will digital play offering change this? My guess is it increased the average card values. Here are my reasonings. With increased demand of digital asset due to more players needing them to play digitally, there will be more active marketplace. For example, Who wants digital right for a certain rare card? Previously, those who wanted to attend official organized tournament. If casual player who needs just physical copy, I think they would have probably just purchased from second-hand market online store in bulk, which should be fairly cheap. Collector-wise, do they care the digital asset? Maybe some does, but as myself being casual collector, I didn't see attraction to have digital rivalry filled playset or even single copy of, because I don't have anybody to really show off other than my kids. With digital play support, everyone who wants to play the rare card digitally, they need the card. Since most players want playset, that's now 3 of them. Furthermore, collectors can now show off their promo to the others when playing digitally. This is something we all know many people are interested in by looking at the game like Magic Arena client, where people spend real money to buy cosmetic digital add-ons. So clearly the demand will increase. When the demand increases, the values naturally increase. So market will be much more active just by the fact more players are looking for digital asset. As for exception to the rule, I believe physical exclusive or promo card copy will have some values. This is because of the print limit rule along with there are alternative art cosmetics. So I believe players can use these cards in organized events so long as they own the regular version of the card. If for nothing else, given the relative rarity and the superior arts, some collector will see some value on these. Though this isn't necessarily for everyone, some may wonder how digital platform support will impact organized play. Although it has not been confirmed, I think it's fairly safe assumption that there will be some type of organized play event digitally in the future. The official digital support allows content creators and even some local game shop to host these events on their own. Since rewards could be just digitally, even if they open a physical pack themselves, hosts can invite more players across the world to participate. In fact, it looks like BGA already supports the functionality of creating tournaments for those who have subscriptions. They also look to have ELO and ranking system within their platform. So even if there is no immediate official organized play plan, the choice of BGA for digital platform might have just opened up all these options, even ahead of official OP. Physical organized play should see not much impact here, as real TCG competitive players are usually after prizes. So as long as Equinox keep decent enough prize pool, people will come to physical events. What's going to be interesting is I think overall quality of player skill that will increase. Given you will need to own digital asset to participate on the digital client play, there will be players that are more committed to the game rather than just there for free-to-play purpose. This allows physical competitive players to get more valuable play repetition building using digital client. My personal dream here is someday Altered to be so popular, they will be both digital world tournament and physical world tournament, then ultimate world tournament between those two players. Some are concerned about local game shop support due to recent digital play support announcement. LGS support has 2 components. The first is, will players go to play Altered at local game shop? The second one is, will my local game shop support Altered? They sound somewhat similar, but completely different. The first one is player supporting local game shop. The second one is local game shop supporting players. So let's look at individually. Will player go to local game shop? The answer to me is fairly simple. Those who wants to go local game shop, they will continue to do so. Only people that they could lose from recent announcement is those who wanted to play Altered TCG so much, but nobody else to play with, so they forcefully put themselves to go to local game shop. Now, some of those may end up fitting into the local game shop, but I think there are some that find it doesn't work for them and just give up. So net loss here seems fairly small And the fact is, there is no real loss because it hasn't happened. I certainly admire and partially envy those who want to support their local game shop because they find a great place for their hobby. But I don't think current announcement really affects this much. What about second question? Will my local game shop support Altered? This is a bit tricky one. I can see some local game shop feel digital play support or perhaps just using Kickstarter alone as something they are bypassing local game shop or devaluing them. Imagine a new IP without much player basis. Will your local game shop be supporting it? Perhaps yes, perhaps no. But how influential your local game shop is for long term? I think most places do not have any impact beyond local, and once local popularity dies out, even the local game shop who had originally supported a game will stop supporting, because after all, it's the business. So then you as a player who wants to play the game like Altered may be stuck without anyone to play. Now, in contrast, imagine a brand new TCG that everyone is talking about. Your local game shop will most likely support it just because they know how well those products will sell even if profit margin per item is lower. What if the original group of local game shop players moved on to other game? If the game has enough popularity, they will continue to recruit new players. In fact, I believe popular TCGs are constantly losing players, but also they are gaining new players. So whether local game shop will support particular game or not, especially in long term, really comes down to the overall demand and the popularity of the game. So as mentioned before, digital play support will increase overall player basis of Altered. So I think in long term, this decision will increase more local game shop support. Personally, I have never came across a true digital and physical TCG integration, as seen in Altered TCG. This is completely new to me, but something I had always dreamed of. Will this be a sustainable business model? Nobody knows the answer, and only time will tell. But if this is successful, then I can see future TCG will follow Altered footstep. We may be actually seeing the origin of a brand new generation of TCG. At this point, I have no hesitation about this game. I'm all in. Thanks for watching.